Rejoice, and welcome to this third episode of Tulkas on Strangelands, in which I will attempt to build and talk at the same time a wonderful instance of multitasking. Yes, I predict that many of you that are watching this may in fact not be subscribers or fans of mine. Well, I don't really have any fans, but walking looks really weird in F5. Like, wow. Like, that's strange. Okay. But because this video should have the words Amon in the title, and of course, there aren't many videos on YouTube talking about Amon, but of course Amon is a very sort of a rather searchable term, so this may do rather well in the search rankings, and I may in fact have people that don't know me, so I'm hi, I'm Tulkas the Valiant. If you're searching for Amon, you probably actually know who Tulkas is, so yay, I love you. And I must in part confess to having used clickbait somewhat, because Amon doesn't really have much that is sort of distinctive about it, other than the Weather Hills, and other than the Palantir is what is distinctive, and also the Weather Hills, but obviously you don't really have Weather Hills in Minecraft. I mean, maybe a Mesa could be like the Weather Hills, like, I'm thinking about like the Lone Lands, but then again, I don't know, man. So, anyway, to an attempt to rectify this clickbaitiness, I will, in this episode, attempt to build and simultaneously tell the story of Arnor, which, of course, is inexorably linked to that of Amon, and it will be a truly glorious story. Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, of much joyness, and I'm derping as always. I am the derp in this stir. So I will attempt to tell the story of Arnor and occasionally have like editing clips of Lortro showing the things I'm talking about, which will be, of course, incredibly redundant to the sort of people that Google search Amon, and incredibly confusing to my usual viewers because they have no idea who Tulkas is or what's going down or whatever. Let's see, where am I going to put the gate on this anyway? So I don't want to have it sort of sweeping down, you know? So like if I have it here, it just like goes down there and it's boring. If I have it here, then it would curl around there. So like a curl. I don't know, a good old curl. Or I could put it over this side. And it could just sort of go around there. Maybe it just like it goes down a bit, sort of curves around. And then left like goes down past maybe there-ish. Or I could even have the gateway be here. Let's see. Which way's west? That's east. I imagine that the actual tower of Amon would probably be facing the west, because you know that's sort of like what things do is look towards Numenor. Why can't we be Numenorians anymore? Wow. Yeah. But anyway, I'm back to building. So if I put it there, I will go take out. I'm not going to take out nothing. I'm going to put it here. Let's see. I wanted to have 1, 2, and then 3. So then we can go here and here, and then this in the middle will be the like the gate, and it will be a happy gate. Bye, Fixer. Yay! We're here by ourselves. Independence. Now I can grief the server, and you'll never know. Ah ha 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 ha. Look, I'm griefing the server. Okay, no, okay. If you're in fact just viewing this just because you Google Amon, then I apologize. Let's see. So, Amon and Arnor. Now, you see, explaining things with Tulkas. Arnor edition. See, Arnor was how do I want to say this? Okay, so it all begins right with Numenor. The Numenor was the greatest kingdom of men in Narda, and it was cray. You know, they had like the big like palaces and big temple. Well, the temple wasn't a good thing, but they had like palaces and stuff, and all was well until one time certain fellow known as Sauron the Maya, most known for being a giant flaming eyeball, appeared. And he said to himself, you know what I'm going to do? I don't like these Numenorians. I'm going to corrupt them. So they took him back to Numenor, as they did. And then he corrupted them. So then the Valar off in the west sent a big storm that wiped out Numenor. And the Numenorians were sent into exile. And one of the places they went into exile in like 3 places. There was well, no, they didn't. It was 2 places because they were the faithful, so they wouldn't go. Okay, so I was thinking that they might have gone to Umbar, but they were actually faithful, so they would never do that. But they went to anyway. They went to Gondor and Arnor. You know Gondor, like that Gondor. There's also Arnor, in the north, north. I'm running out of stone very very quickly. Yes, Arnor in the north, and they were there, sort of chilling. The king of Arnor was in fact High King of Arnor, and he was also king of Gondor. So that sort of stopped after a while. But yeah, they were all chilling. Everything was there. Eventually, some certain lads known as the hobbits emerged from the depths, and they went off to the Shire and chilled there and didn't really care much about them. And, all was well. The kings of Arnor were chilling out in Arnor, and it was all very good. And one of their, sort of in the middle of Arnor, the watchtower known as Amon Sul. That's this, yeah. And, it was sort of... Well, I really am running after... Okay. And this watchtower, known as Amon Sul, was a special watchtower, because not only did it sort of command the big west-east road that, has Bree, that goes from Bree to Rivendell, but it also sort of it also contains the Palantir, most notable again in the movie series, where it's like I see like the big orby thing, like well, no, it's just like that, like Denethor had. Yeah. I'm sort of starting to doubt my ability to exist on YouTube. I'm gonna go around here and then I'll do the bed. So anyway, eventually there's a sort of Arnor. They were just chilling there in their big capital of Numenus. They were sort of living the dream, as it were. So eventually, it sort of happened that there was sort of like how there was in the IRL, there was the Carolingian, like how the Louis the Pious had to divide the Holy Roman Empire into all his children, which ended up being the France, Germany, and the bit down the middle. And then, of course, those 2 areas promptly started warring with each other, and everyone was very sad. Where did I put my bed? Oh dear. I think my bed's gone. Derp. Really? Man. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to build light. Unless I happen to have wool here. Do I have wool? No, I don't have wool. Yeah. There aren't very many Minecraft builds for Amon Sul either, which is surprising. Like there's a bunch of them for there's one. There's like a bunch of drawings for Barad Nimras, which is what I'm gonna plan to build next. So stick around if you want that. But nothing for Amon Sul really. I mean, obviously it's more famous as well, but even so. So anyway, they sort of Arnor had something similar to that in that there were there were 3 children to the king, and they each wanted a bit of Arnor, and they couldn't have all of it. They couldn't share. You're supposed to learn to share when you're a little kid. You're taught to share. But these people, man, they didn't want to share. So they were basically they had to divide Arnor between them. the northwest kingdom was named Arthedain, right? And Arthedain nominally had control of Amon here. And Arthedain was sort of like where the real spirit of Arnor, lived on. It was a cool place, man. Just there chilling, living the dream, living as their forefathers had, their fathers have, and the memory of Numenor. They're like the American dream, only like the Numenorian dream. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I suppose it's actually very different from the American dream because the Numenorians were very much against like freedom. Yeah. But yeah, that's you. By the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you're not alone. I don't know. This is no. I have fun doing YouTube. I'm like, should I be more professional? Try to talk about sane things now. I'm just gonna gibber into the camera for half an hour and call it an episode. Yeah, but so the Northwest Kingdom is Arthedain. It's the largest of the kingdoms, and it's a pretty cool place. The most legitimate heir to big Arnorian throne. And then the second kingdom was named Cardolan, and that's where like the they're like very sort of they're the southwest, and it doesn't really have much distinguishing it. Eventually, we'll get to that later, but it eventually becomes like a big sort of place with like a bunch of barrow white and stuff, and it's all cray. And then the third kingdom, right, is the smallest kingdom, of course. It's named Rudar, and what about Rudar is that it had in the northeast, of course, and it's in around the area of Rivendell, and this is not too high. Okay, good. So it's around the area of Rivendell, and Rudar is inhabited. Rudar is inhabited, yes, by a group of individuals known as the Hillmen. And you see, the Hillmen, they never really liked the Arnorians because, the Numenorians that came before the Arnorians, they sort of like had big like cultural imperialism thing where they came in and like killed everyone. Yeah, that was that. Sort of like the Sixth Reich regime. Ooh, reference. And so they didn't really like them. There weren't very many actual Arnorians living in there, and eventually, they started getting all mad at Arthedain Cardland. Then Cardland started getting all mad at Arthedain, and they even fought a war over this here Amon, because the plant here that allows you to see everything, and which is obviously very important for when you're like scouting the enemy. Yeah, but see, the problem here big arose when it turned out that the people in Rudar, these Hillmen, were approached by a certain individual known as the Witch King of Angmar. Now, you'll know him from being like the guy who's like, and then you're all like up in the sky, and they're like, let's go! Like, hey, dude, hey, oh, it says something about the that soundtrack that I can just like rattle off a song and hope y'all will have some vague idea of what I mean. But yes, so yeah, that the Witch King of Angmar came, and he sort of he lived in Angmar, which was fairly close to Rudar. It's basically a bunch of mountains that no one really cared about, but he cared about that, and he started chilling there, living the dream, as one does. And I'm starting to really run out of a stone here. Yeah, so I'll just, I guess, finish telling you about the wonderful story about this. I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this, actually, but I am, so yay. Boingy, 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 boingy. Got a cool view of the area from up here, too. Just, it's the coast, the furthest south reach of Oddport Ocean, and then you have this really cool flower forest biome over here in the plains. I really like this area. I like flower forest. It's pretty, Yay, pretty. But anyway, the Witch King, he appeared, and in Angmar, he took over. Angmar, of course, being a very scary place, he took over Rudar. He allied himself with the Rudarian Homan king as a sort of a puppet lord. Then he attacked Amon Sul, and the plant here was taken away, and the people of Arthedain had, of course, by this time, well, I guess not, but I don't know, they had shifted their capital from Annúminas to Fornost, which is more of a sort of a fortress place, better suited to defend and stuff. So they did that, and basically the Witch King appeared, and he enslaved the people of Rudar to his will, and then he invaded Cardolan and sort of killed everyone there, basically, and turned it into a land of the Barrow-wights, in showing that was presumably showed in the clips that I edited in earlier, though I may not have done that because I am the derp in the stir, the awk in the word, and I don't really know anything. And oh look, it's dark. I don't know what happened to my bed. I always like to carry around a bed with me. Let's see, can I see any sheet from up here? There's actually there are. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go make me some a bed there. Whee! Hello. Oh no, these are servants of the Witch King. And there's a creeper. I'm gonna make me think this is in fact a terrible idea. Okay, run away! Run away! Run away! Run away harder! Run away harder! Okay, this is a good job, me. Yeah. You see, this is why I don't really like storytelling videos, because it doesn't go well, yeah. But so he invaded, reduced Cardolan to ruin, and of course sort of sacked Fornost, I believe, and obviously Annúminas was in ruin, and it was just on the verge of like total domination when Gondor resolved their whole Wayne riding issue. Silly Gondorians. And sent a big army, and then the people of Círdan at the havens came, and I think maybe some of the Galadrim. Is that it? Is the Galadrim the name of the people of I don't know, man. I don't know nothing. But yeah. So that happened. So anyway, of course, Amon Sul at this point was sacked by the Angmarim, and became by the top that was seen in the wee, yeah, that thing. And what were they doing? Yes, this. And I need to eat. Yes. So that basically fell into ruin. The Palantir that was there, sort of with the Annúminas Palantir, went off to Fornost, where, well, you know what happened there, probably. You know, this is why I was died, because I took my armor off. I am a very intelligent lad. The intelligence, it is mine. But no, and now it's day, so I don't need them bad anymore. Oh well. But we have it. So yay. I'm actually my original bed I stole from Torches, and I sort of want to go bring that back this evening when we let a new person onto the server, and I will be back in Oddport for that. So yes, anyway, so basically that's the story of Amon Sul. It was attacked, and then fell into ruin and stuff. And then of course the people of Arthedain themselves also sort of fell into ruin, even though Angmar was defeated. They never were really able to regain their former glory. They were just reduced to being the Rangers. Seen in the wonderful short film known as Born of Hope that I would highly recommend. Good film. But free too on the interwebs. But yeah. So that's the story of Amon Sul. I'm not convinced that it was a particularly intelligible story, but it was a story nonetheless. So I will now go. See, anything else I wanted to say about Amon Sul? No. Okay. Yeah, I have 72 diamonds plus 2 diamond picks and a enchantment table. I found a lot of diamonds in like 5 hours caving too. I'm the diamond man, I guess. But yeah, so that's basically the story of Amon, which is of course tied to the story of Arnor and the story of Elisar Telkentar, the first king of the reunited kingdom of Arnor and Gondor, when Arnor arose again to glory. And I don't know if he rebuilt Amon, but he might have. And this could be what Amon looked like, except there's going to be a plant here. Okay, I'm going to like cut the video now. Okay.